You sent me out here to basically die. Exile. Like, guess what? We're earning. That's what you're supposed to.
This is Tulsa King, the hottest drama of 2022. Welcome to Roll Clip. Today, we'll tell the story from Tyson's perspective, how 75-year-old Sylvester Stallone conquered the city of Tulsa.
My boss, Dwight Manfredi, he went to prison for his boss, taking the blame out of loyalty. After 25 years, today he's finally free. Seeing the tall buildings everywhere, he thought about how much the world had changed. But the scariest change was in people's hearts. Finally, he arrives. Nice place. The boss looks cold and dismissive, telling him his son Chi-Chi has taken his second-in-command position. Even his former subordinates are now gang leaders. Things have changed.
25 years. I don't know what you're expecting, okay? Now that you're back. But we can't just rewind the clock.
Seeing his disappointment, the boss speaks up. You think I won't compensate you?
Tulsa.
You serious? Oh, yeah.
They cast him out to Tulsa, a barren, forgotten city on the edge of nowhere. In that moment, Dwight understood more than betrayal. He felt the true chill of the world, the lesson of loyalty repaid with abandonment. The code of honor he'd carried for 25 years suddenly felt hollow. His voice cracked as he spat the truth.
An oath. And I honored it. I kept my mouth shut for 25 fucking years. Now you got the balls to tell me that after everything I've been through, after everything I've lost, after everything I've done for this family, your family, fuck, there's nothing left for me.
I told you where the fuck to go.
Tulsa. Yeah, why not? It'd be nice to breathe some fresh air.
Yet none of them could have imagined that in a short time, Dwight would be king in Tulsa, building an empire comparable to the mafia. I was just a cab driver, drifting through life in Tulsa, until the day my fate changed.
He's the size of my cock.
Excuse me?
Actually, I'm more endowed than that, so goddamn, lady.
Relax, it's holy water, it's holy water.
I picked up an old man's sharp suit, steady stride, eyes that saw through everything. I didn't know then he was Dwight Manfredi, the exiled New York mob boss they called the General. Something about him drew me in that boss aura, that code of the streets. As we drove past the dispensary running a shady hustle, he realized Tulsa had no gang presence. Dwight instantly thought of a startup project and showed me how a gang does it.
So who owns this shithole?
Excuse me?
I said, who owns this shithole?
Bodie?
Where's Bodie?
In his office?
Go get Bodie.
I can't leave his desk, man.
Hey, put down the pork rinds and get Bodie.
What?
You heard me, Jumbo.
Listen, asshole, take a hike. Come on, man. Time to go.
Boss snatched my water bottle and, in one smooth move, dropped the guard. Clinton froze, and Bodie came rushing out, thinking we were there to rob the place. But Dwight wasn't after a smash and grab. He wanted the ledger.
I need to see your books.
My books?
Your books, your ledgers, files, whatever you got.
Are you from the government?
I just knocked your guard out, cold, and you think I'm a CPA?
He saw the numbers. He smiled. Even a small dispensary was pulling in serious money. He found the safe, $500,000 inside, but instead of emptying it, he made an offer.
I'm gonna take 20% a week, but in exchange, I'll protect you from the gangs.
What gangs?
And the law.
This is legal.
And if you get attacked by locusts, I'll spray them. Don't make me have to be an asshole about this.
Compared to a quick score, boss knew steady income was real power. He only took $100,000 as a down payment, made his first bucket of gold in Tulsa while bringing Bodie under his wing.
Do we have a deal?
Do I have a choice?
Absolutely not.
Since he wanted to be a gang boss, of course he needed a proper ride. Boss gave me $50,000 to buy a Lincoln Navigator and told me to be his driver.
A navigator?
Yep, new one, black, and you drive for me now.
What?
$2,000 a week.
My gangster.
I was overjoyed. This gang life felt so cool. But I messed up the first task.
Where's the navigator?
She wouldn't sell me one.
You show him the cash.
What happened was he called me a crack dealer, threatened to call the police.
Take me there.
After hearing what happened, boss took me straight to the dealership. And just as expected, the moment the salesman saw boss's skin color, his attitude shifted. Calm, collected, the so-called law-abiding entrepreneur explained with a smile that racial discrimination was bad for business. The irony? They feared the wrong thing.
He's afraid of the wrong thing.
I'm not following.
Well, follow this.
We walked out with a top trim Lincoln Navigator at half price. Since he took protection money from Bodie, he had to show responsibility. Boss brought them surveillance cameras. Doing business needs precaution. As a minority shareholder, Boss naturally asked about the shop's revenue.
How much did we make today?
We made a little over $5,000 so far.
Boss ordered Bodie to wash the cash fast. If investigators came knocking, the safe would be the first thing seized. He might not know the latest trends, but even Bodie admitted Boss was right. That night, Boss hit the bar for a little downtime, and fate handed him a surprise. A woman in a blue dress with a full figure, Boss's type. He accepted the invitation and joined their party. While dancing, a lady was offended. Boss didn't hesitate.
How you doing?
And with that punch, the night would not be lonely. Afterward, he and the woman who invited him went to a hotel and did what should be done. The woman was very satisfied. It was fun, until she asked one question.
How old are you?
75. Big ones.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I mean, I would have said you were a hard 55.
Hard's the key word here, isn't it?
I'm gonna go.
Is it the age gap?
No, this is not an age gap. This is an age canyon.
Was their fate really over? The next day, the news that the mafia boss had been released and arrived in Tulsa reached the local police. The female ATF agent, Stacy, saw the photo and realized that the man named Dwight, the mafia boss, was the same boss she had spent the night with. Elsewhere, Boss stood by the window, eyes on the city below. His empire was just beginning. From this moment on, Tulsa and everything in it belonged to him. Becoming a shareholder in the dispensary was easy, but the price of marijuana? Too high. Boss decided to meet the grower himself, Jimmy. If he could cut costs, profits would rise 30% overnight. At Jimmy's farm, the air was thick with the smell of money. Acres upon acres of cannabis stretched to the horizon. The native greeters weren't exactly welcoming.
You got a last name or shoot you?
That's a first.
You got a last name.
You got a problem?
I got serious problems, motherfucker. You ever been on a horse?
Never been on life support?
Whoa! Hey, take it easy, guys, come on!
Jimmy appeared just in time to calm the storm. Boss immediately spotted the truth. This wasn't the 40 acres Bodie bragged about. It was 500 acres, complete with extraction facilities. The real costs were far lower than anyone admitted. And Bodie? He'd been buying coals and leftovers. Boss began his own kind of negotiation.
500 acres, maybe more. Probably see this place from the fucking moon.
It's big.
Big enough that you want to sell me bruised fruit from your bumper crop and I'm supposed to be touched by your generosity? I'll take 300 units. 1,200 for the first 10 units, 1,100 for the next 10, 1,000 for the 10 after that, and 750 each for the remaining 270 units.
I'll have to do the math.
We'll do it fast because the offer expires when I swallow this cracker.
You drive a hard bargain.
But fair.
Deal.
Boss's way of bargaining left no room for hesitation. He pressed fast and hard until the other side caved. In minutes, the price dropped from 1,200 to 750. Our profit margin? Nearly 40% higher. On the ride back, Bodie couldn't stop grinning. Just hours ago, he'd worn the face of a helpless victim. Now, his eyes held nothing but admiration. A fortune never comes without trouble. Just as Boss pocketed his first pot of gold, the phone rang. Chicky demanding $100,000. The reason? Not long ago, Boss had shattered Vince's jaw with a single punch. Vince, a small-time sub-crew boss, saw his chance. Word spread that Dwight was making money, and Vince wasted no time running to Chicky to extort him. Although Boss wasn't short of that $100,000, he didn't want to be a sucker. Isn't ice cream better for that money?
And $100,000 will do that?
Yes.
All right, I'll send him something. But if you hear it ticking, don't open it.
On another side, ATF agent Stacy. She asked her friend in the info unit to check him. She found Boss had a homicide conviction. But the case was odd. The police gave him 6 chances to appeal, but he'd rather sit for 25 years than name the real killer. A cold, disciplined man like that is easy to fall for. One casual line from her friend and Stacy knocked on Boss's door. Her mouth said no, but could she really be so cold? When she learned Boss had been taken to the station for questioning, she rushed over to bail him out, leaving the female officer stunned. Boss didn't expect that a gangster like him would get entangled with a female agent. Since the words had gone that far, what came next was not surprising, right? After all, this 75-year-old old enforcer still had the blade. But what Stacy didn't know was that Boss's life wasn't so smooth. After he was convicted and imprisoned, his daughter cut off contact. She hated him for choosing righteousness over being present in her childhood. He didn't plan to disturb her life, but after finding her info, he still worked up the courage to dial.
Hello?
Is Tina there?
Who's this?
It's her father. It's Dwight Manfredi. It's her father.
Listen, I'm sorry, but she doesn't want to talk to you.
Can you just tell her I want to hear her voice?
Hold on.
Hello.
Tina.
You wanted to hear my voice.
Yeah.
There. You happy?
Can I see you?
He could bear 25 years behind bars, but he couldn't bear his daughter's one. I won't see you. The city's night reflected his lonely figure. Her rejection made this tough man cry and confess from his heart.
I stopped seeing her because it was too hard on her. I stopped seeing her because it was too hard on me. I love you. I quit on you, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Life goes on. Boss took a driver's test, nervous at first, then fine until the very end.
Sit down! Sit down!
He forgot all about proper driving and gave the examiner a fast and furious experience. After the gunman escaped Boss's chase, Boss used the examiner's forehead blood to note the plate number. I wonder why not just use the pen in the examiner's hand. Only then did the examiner realize the rookie might be a gangster boss. Boss was then taken to the station and cleverly answered why someone would try to shoot him.
Like who it is might want you dead.
I think whoever did this had it out for the driving instructor. I got a feeling he failed a lot of people.
The gunman poured fuel in the cab to destroy evidence, and even shut the doors as he left, planting a danger for himself. Boss had two suspects, Chicky, who exiled him, and Vince, whose jaw he broke. He called Chicky to ask whether they had sent someone.
Is this Vince's hand?
Hey, I told Vince it's over.
Since they denied it, Boss had to check himself. He cheerfully visited the examiner in the hospital. The examiner didn't dare move. Nothing good happens when this old enforcer shows up. Boss didn't speak immediately. He handed over $10,000.
I don't know, this seems wrong. Shouldn't the police?
I'm proud of you, Paul.
The next day they found the killer's car. It wasn't burned up, just smoke black. Boss saw the issue. Fire needs oxygen. That guy closed the doors and windows. He found a fragment marked FR. I searched the web and found a ranch named Fenario. Boss disguised as a private detective and visited. The female boss in cowboy gear looked heroic, also Boss's type, but business first. She refused his request, so he staked out outside. At night, he saw a suspicious car leave, followed it home, and only then saw that the man was his former subordinate, Armand. The next day, Boss cornered Armand. Although Armand had tried to assassinate him that day, he wasn't ordered by Chicky. On the contrary, Armand thought Boss had been sent by Chicky to kill him. This goes back to a night 25 years ago. Chicky, to establish authority, tortured one of Boss's men, cuffed him to a radiator, and had his goons beat his thighs critical hits. Armand couldn't stand it and called Boss, the number 2. Chicky didn't stop, instead branding the man's face with a red-hot iron. Under Boss's pressure, Chicky finally stopped. But the fallen iron ignited the newspapers on the floor, and the handcuff key was lost. They tried to stomp the flames, but the abandoned house was full of flammables. The fire grew. Boss tried to tear down the radiator, but it wouldn't move. He made a hard decision. When Boss ran out, he was caught by responding officers. He became the scapegoat and was taken in. Armand then told him that after he went in, the boss had sent people into the prison to kill him. Armand, the only one who knew the truth, feared being silenced and fled to remote Tulsa. Boss's sudden appearance made him panic, which led to the mistaken attack. Hearing this, Boss went cold. He had given 25 precious years for the boss, and in the end, got a wolf's heart and dog lungs in return. The misunderstanding with Armand was cleared, and Armand joined, adding an old general to Boss's road to kingship. Although the dispensary brought stable income, it couldn't satisfy his ambition. To expand territory, he reached for the amusement park next door, but Bodie said a tough crew covered it. Boss didn't care. He sent me with a few guys to sell nitrous there. Then the tough guys found us. We were beaten hard, our tanks taken, and our cash seized. That crossed Boss's bottom line. He called everyone he knew in Tulsa to teach these people what the art of war island. When we headed out, my father even came. He had always opposed me joining gangs, an upright plumber who worked hard to support our family and put me through college. It was my choice. He couldn't stop it. At that moment, a father could only accompany and support. That was his way.
Who put that beating on my son?
It's being taken care of.
Is that where you're off to now? Coming to?
Dad, what do you mean? You can't.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Be serious.
You a father? Then why are you asking questions you already know the answer to?
Dwight, how you doing?
How you doing? Mark.
Boss fought them the same way they fought us. The punks had no way to fight back. Even the least capable Bodie learned the meaning of art of war in the melee. With everyone united, the fight ended in minutes. We returned full, making up losses and taking their tools for profit. Just as things were going well, Boss received a death notice. His brothers. To enter the mob, he had fallen out with family when young. Now his brother was gone. He had to pay respects. At the funeral, he saw the sister he hadn't seen in decades and his daughter Tina. Their eyes met. Her excitement held resentment. He didn't dare disturb her. He hadn't fulfilled a father's duty. He didn't expect that just going to New York for a funeral would cause big trouble at home. The punks we fought weren't small fry. They were the well-known local rock crushers. They had pull on both sides and told officers to arrest me with no reason, just turn off the cameras, pure skin color discrimination. I was locked up. They checked my contacts and saw the owner, Bodie. The rock crushers grabbed Bodie and forced him to say who Boss was. Under threat, Bodie said Boss came from New York and their business could be called extortion. The bald leader laughed, so that's all they were. He didn't know he would pay in blood for his actions. Meanwhile, the gang learned Boss had returned to New York. Chicky berated him. Why didn't you tell me? You really don't take me seriously. Boss said his brother died. He came only for the funeral. Chicky told him to come to the hospital now because his father's condition had worsened. He hung up. Boss wouldn't indulge the junior's rudeness. He went only after the funeral. Chicky gave his uncle no face.
I'll talk to your old man.
He's asleep. And the next time I call, you come right away.
Boss went to his daughter's flower shop. Blood is thicker than water. He decided to talk to her. He learned why she hated him so much. After he went to prison, a guy named Gulang in the gang often visited mother and daughter. The fact she was still alive was thanks to heaven. Knowing this, Boss went straight to headquarters. Touching his family was a death wish. Anyone 5 years, and Nick still abused his daughter, swaggering because Boss wasn't there. There was a price. Boss ignored gang rules, led by Chicky. The leadership thought he and his daughter should be executed.
His fucking daughter! What did his daughter do? Huh? But how much more disrespect are we gonna take? This fucking Dwight. Dwight. Worry about yourself!
Boss returned to the flower shop and told his daughter he had dealt with the one who hurt her. She broke down. She had finally put the past down. Wherever you go, trouble follows. You ruined my life. She said the mafia wouldn't spare her. He told her not to worry. He knew the boss and he wouldn't touch family. He left. Boss miscalculated. He forgot the rebellious Chicky. Back in Tulsa, I picked him up from the airport and told him what happened to me. A bad feeling flashed through his mind. We went to the dispensary. Of course, it was shut down. And Bodie couldn't be reached. As soon as he left New York, his daughter received a silent call. She told him he wanted to send protection. Tina said her husband was enough. He told her not to worry, he'd handle it. He guessed Chicky was behind it and called the boss's man Goody.
Stupid shit going on that I should know about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
He told Goody to come to Tulsa. Some things needed to be said face to face. Just as Boss was about to move, Stacy, the agent he had slept with twice, found him. She said the Bureau had opened an investigation and already knew what he'd done in New York. She told him to stop whatever he was doing immediately or there would be big trouble. Boss didn't care. Things went as Stacy said. The FBI moved. First hit was Bodie's shop. People rushed in like robbers and smashed everything. They didn't find what they wanted. Boss had foreseen it and had moved the goods and cash. The next day, Boss met the rock crushers.
If you, sir, had come to me like a gentleman, hat in hand, asked my permission, offered me a taste, none of these unpleasantries would have unfolded now, would they?
Don't get me wrong, because I have no intention to continue selling nitrous because I'm going to explore other options. But if I change my mind, and I mean this with all due disrespect, not a thing you or anybody is going to do about it. Nothing.
Sir, you're overplaying your hand.
When I play my hand, you won't see it coming. And next time we meet, pick a place with a fucking air conditioner.
The bar leader was furious. Boss didn't want to stay in the nitrous trade anyway. We returned to the bar to drink and discuss the way forward. Bodie walked in looking down. Mitch frisked him to see if he had a wire. They weren't sure if the FBI had flipped him. In fact, Bodie hadn't betrayed Boss. Over time, they had become brothers in life and death. Although the FBI seized Bodie's safe and goods, the money-loving Bodie didn't blame Boss. For that alone, Boss gave him a big gift.
Everything you thought you lost. So we put it all on ice. Hey, don't you fucking kiss me.
He didn't pocket the big sum, but returned it in full, winning his brother's love and respect. With the drug business paused, Boss thought, what next? Seeing Mitch's bar struggle, he had a new idea.
You ever think about taking on a partner?
Well, I'd consider it. If I ever met anybody dumb enough to do it.
Dwight Manfredi, how you doing?
Boss suggested renovating the bar into a club with entertainment and a casino. With many gamblers in Tulsa, they'd make a killing. I have a feeling we'll be good partners. Mitch needed time to think. As he closed, trouble arrived.
Darren! You okay?
The two of them went out through the kitchen. It was a Rock Crushers member, one of those fighting over territory.
Well, I thought it over. You got yourself a partner.
Sounds good, both tough men from the life. They buried him in a grove. No one on our side was hurt, but it was a declaration of war. Cut to the bald leader receiving a package. The buried member's leather jacket. Seeing the slingshot emblem, he knew his right-hand man was gone. The wife lost control, and he had her thrown out. She called Stacy to stop her doing something rash. Stacy asked where she was. After hearing it all, Stacy put the blame on the bald leader. If not for him, the husband wouldn't have died. She told the woman to find proof of his crimes, and she'd bring him to justice. For revenge, the woman sneaked into his office, found the notebook she'd seen before, then searched the office right there. Couldn't you read it somewhere else?
You checking your email, love? Oh, you okay?
She was terrified. The bald leader smiled at her twisted face. Don't be like that, it's fine. Since your husband's gone, why not be with me? Terrified, she nodded. As long as you don't stab me, I'll satisfy any demand. He put a rope around her neck and then... Stacy waited and got no news. She called.
Who is this?
You dialed the number for hell. Darling, who did you think would answer?
With the Rock Crushers matter set aside, Boss faced a bigger problem. Because of his high-profile actions in New York, his son-in-law was beaten on the street, multiple contusions and fractures. His daughter called, learning nothing was stolen, only a beating. He told her to move to Tulsa immediately. Battle-hardened Boss smelled danger. She refused. So Boss tried another way. Goody arrived in Tulsa, and Boss vented his anger on him.
Hell, that wig-wearing motherfucker, he comes around my daughter again, I will chop his fucking head off.
Well, what happened? What are you talking about?
My daughter's husband, last night, someone beat the shit out of him.
Goody thought it couldn't be Chicky. While the old boss lived, no one would touch family. He underestimated Chicky. To seize power, Chicky held his father under the water. No one could say he wasn't ruthless. He straightened his messy wig. Let's see who talks down to me now. With power in hand, his first target was Boss. He found Bodie to discuss a new project. If it worked, money would pour in. He wanted to open a casino behind the bar, and his first partner was Bodie. From their time together, Bodie knew Boss had huge ambition, did big things, and valued loyalty. He showed his hand.
I steal from other people who buy Bitcoin.
Holy shit. Is that real?
Did you really think you were the only criminal in Tulsa?
I'm a millionaire, a Bitcoin whale. It was one step closer to the throne. That night, Goody returned to the bar.
He had a heart attack. Looks like the funeral's gonna be Friday.
I won't be going. Just thought you should know.
Boss felt low though, unkind. They fought together a lifetime. Now he had to speed up. Chicky wouldn't let him go. To handle the Rock Crushers in New York, Boss began firearms training. The bar owner acted as instructor. Looking at them, they didn't seem ready. Bodie said holding a gun made him uncomfortable. Boss told him to push through is better than losing your life. It was my first time holding a gun. Hit or not, as long as it looked cool. Some rookies had talent.
Who taught you to shoot like that?
My dad.
Yeah? That's nice. So you had activities together.
But these numbers weren't enough. He needed more strong hands. He went to a ranch and recruited 2 strong bull riders and 2 native cowboys. While he built forces, New York prepared the old man's funeral. Chicky said it was all because of Boss, that his father relapsed and died. They had to kill Boss as an offering. Some higher-ups objected that half the territory was won by Boss and it was wrong to burn the bridge. Chicky couldn't bear people saying Boss was stronger.
Actually, there is. How about I take you out? You stupid motherfucker. You destroy your fucking.
He choked one of them to make him recognize the situation and learn who the boss was now. After unifying the leadership, Chicky called Boss that night, said he regretted what he'd done. Now that his father was gone, Boss was his only family. He apologized, said to make the gang stronger they must unite, and he'd visit in a few days. Hearing such sincerity, the uncle didn't hide, he gave his address. The moment he hung up, Chicky changed face.
And the Oscar goes to Chicky and Venezia.
Fuck that piece of shit.
Man, at the same time, ATF moved against the motorcycle gang their boss had killed an informant. They took the gang's nest, though the boss escaped. Even so, the biker boss didn't give up on revenge. The Bald Rock Crusher's boss ordered the crooked cops to get Boss locked up so he could finish him inside. They found his location quickly. I reminded Boss they were the same bad cops who grabbed me.
Do it.
All right, listen up. My hand is wrapped around a fucking 357 Magnum with 158 grain hollow points that'll leave a hole. You want to see your loved ones tonight? I want you to rethink whatever stupid, ill-conceived idea that moronic biker is putting you up to. Get in your car, put it in gear, and drive the fuck away.
We know where to find you.
That goes both ways.
The 2 officers lost their nerve. They saw the man before them was scarier than the Rock Crushers. But they couldn't offend the Bald Boss either. Stuck in the middle. They lied. They couldn't find Boss. The Bald Boss raged and came himself. That night, Stacy came to Boss. She said she had issued warrants against the Rock Crushers. To thank her, Boss invited her upstairs. At that moment, the Bald Boss attacked. Stacy was shot, saving Boss. With sirens nearing, the Bald Boss fled. He had touched Boss's reverse scale. I would wipe that bastard out. Facing police questions, Boss kept to don't know, don't remember, didn't see. And his lawyer got him out. He went straight to the hospital to see Stacy with flowers. Even after life and death, their identities and stances kept them apart. I owe you a life. You know it. I want to find Waltrip, the biker boss. Stacy said the biker boss had dirty money in an account and was likely gone. Worse, because she had privately associated with a felon. ATF fired her.
I'm gonna lose my job. Consorting with a known felon, sharing proprietary information.
I'm gonna make it up to you.
Stacy had been a model agent and ended like this. How should Boss make it up? Rest first. Unexpectedly, the biker boss didn't run with the money. He gathered his leftovers to launch final revenge. A parasite living off the host's blood? That's what he called Boss.
We already got the ATF on our ass. The FBI too now, probably.
Before battle, he won't allow anyone to shake morale. At the same time, Boss thought of a way to deal with Waltrip. Since the account had dirty money, why not use it?
Waltrip got a lot of money stashed in the Cayman Islands. The account's on a laptop. Can you hack into it?
It depends.
I'll take that as a yes.
It's a very strong maybe.
It's a very strong yes.
Any of Waltrip's usernames, files, blockchain wallets, iTunes, all vulnerable.
iTunes?
You set up a bogus hotspot, send in a malware Trojan horse, unfettered access. This motherfucker really does have money. Or should I say, did.
After the transfer, Boss sent Stacy a thank you note with a USB drive $1 million. Meanwhile, Chicky came to Tulsa openly to visit Boss, secretly to take his turf.
What's this? Fucking ambush?
If it was, you'd be dead. And I can say the same thing about you guys.
Why, any permission? Figure I'd come out here, surprise you.
Yeah, well, look how surprised we are. What is wrong with you? It's like you've taken stupidity to a fucking art form.
Oh,
Chicky had exiled Boss to make him die out there. Now that Boss was making money, he came to rob him shameless.
Guess what? We're earning.
Underestimated Boss's strength. In a short time, Boss had built a sizable armed force. Chicky left empty-handed and lost a fighter. From arriving in Tulsa alone to now being surrounded by brothers, and with war against the bikers about to begin, not one man backed out. They loved peace, but didn't fear war. Even if it was blades and fire ahead, it would follow in life and death. Hearing motorcycle engines outside, everyone knew the moment had come. Go. At his order, we set the wire and traps at the door. If they come, we'll make sure none return. The biker boss was killed on the spot. All the rest were wiped out. From that moment, Boss became the true king of Tulsa. 3 months later, Tina moved to Tulsa with her child, finally reconciling with her father. Such a beautiful moment surely included the ranch boss lady, Peggy. Come here, Dad. The word dad almost brought Boss to tears. He had waited too long for this day. At Tina's request, he rode the white horse he had saved. Stubborn and unwilling to be penned, the horse symbolized Boss's unyielding free will. The casino bar opened successfully, packed and lively. Everything was getting better.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I have your attention, please? This would be possible without the support of my partners, in particular, Mr. Dwight Manfredi.
To thank Boss, Mitch sang Never Been to Spain. Just then, Stacy's sudden visit shattered the joy. Sorry you're under arrest. To keep her job, Stacy turned in the $1 million. Boss was arrested on the spot for bribery.
What is going on?
You should ask her.
Tell me this isn't happening again.
Sorry, Tina.
Perhaps that's life. It hits you when you're most proud, especially from those you trust. Thus, Tulsa King Season 1 ends. Will Boss be jailed again? Will the empire he built in Tulsa fall apart?
Will the New York gang stop here? The answers will be revealed in Season 2. Please follow Roll Clip to experience wonderful lives from different perspectives.